So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, what's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me? Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal, because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away.
Never give up. Fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss. Fighting till the end, no matter what the cost. Yeah. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Come on in. Got to tell you, I'm a little afraid what's going to pop out of my mouth. My mom says you should be, because I've heard what comes out of your mouth. But no, lately with my voice, the way it sounded, I don't know what that first note's going to sound like. But my doctor evidently is onto something, and it's feeling better. Yay. So I'm out of bed this morning. I walked in my office at 6:45. You know, early bird gets the worm, right? Or in my case, a meal replacement shake. And I'm on a Face Your Passion coaching call. It's a mastermind call I do at 7 a.m. I love my early morning calls. I don't know if it's people are still asleep and in a dream state, or they're fired up for the day. I don't know what it is, but nonetheless, they came in today and I kind of rocked them. And I'm going to share with you a quote I shared with them today that had them all thinking and looking at me like, what are you thinking, man? It's some stoicism for you, a Marcus Aurelius quote. We'll take it from there. We'll see what happens. You may have heard it before, maybe not, but you're going to hear it today. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. The positive boost you need every single day. Can you believe almost 5,000 episodes? Oh my goodness, that's just a lot of talking and a lot of writing too. We've done a ton of that stuff as well. My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you here. By the way, a lot of folks have wondered about my Face Your Passion program. It's a mastermind level group. It's just very cool. We just go really deep and doing some really neat work there. Maybe you haven't been able to get to a presentation, or that's not your thing, and maybe you have questions, and it's really cool stuff. If you'd like to, I want to extend an invitation to you, and I need 5 or 6 more people to get in the group right now. If that's you, maybe send a note to support@motivationtomove.com. Send it there, because if I send it to my personal address, somebody's going to pick it up and spam me like crazy. So please just support@motivationtomove.com and just say, hey man, I've heard you. I'm interested. It sounds interesting. I want to see if I'm a good fit. And tell me just a little bit about yourself. You don't have to go crazy. And hit send. What will happen is you'll personally hear back from me pretty quick. I'll send you a note. We'll jump on a Zoom call for about 20 minutes, and we'll decide if it's a good fit. And that's all there is to it. It's very simple stuff. No sales pitch. It's a good fit. We'll both know it, okay? So it's laid back. It's cool. It's real. And that's what I'm requesting that you do. I do have to be honest with you and tell you it is a $297 a month program. It's you need to be a little more established, obviously, and you need to be really kind of serious to step in and do this. Really ready to make a change and really dig down deep into yourself. If that's you and you're willing to stay 3 or 4 months, which is what most people do anyway, let's talk about it. Just send a note to support@motivationtomove.com. Okie dokie. So what was that quote? So I'm a kind of guy that does a lot of thinking. Are you the kind of person who does a lot of thinking? I mean, really in-depth thinking. People are sometimes surprised by how deep I will go with you. In fact, on this podcast, I'm probably about 2% deep. And the thing that surprises people when you actually get me in conversation or get me on a coaching call where I'm not being, broadcast around the world and where we interact and you start spurring my thoughts, I will go so deep. There's no place I won't go. But when I'm not talking to you and I'm not doing something else, I don't just read the book. I don't just listen to the podcast. I stop and think about it. I try to figure out what I'm thinking. How do I feel about things? In fact, just the other day, I was telling people, I said, have you thought about how you feel about things? We're in a political season coming up. It's okay. It's okay. Don't get freaked out. It's every 4 years, no matter what. Just eat the bone or a fish, spit out the bones, right? That's okay. You're going to see the news. Just spit out the bad stuff. Don't worry about that. But in a political season, it's important you know how you stand. It's important you know how you stand about anything. Not left or right. It's not good or evil. It's important you know how to stand about every single thing. Have you ever done that? Did you ever go down deep and say, I'm going to talk to myself for just a minute here and ask how I feel about certain things? How do I feel about getting up early? How do I feel about staying up late? How do I feel about watching TV? How do I feel about not watching TV? That's the really surface level stuff. It goes a lot deeper than that. We touch the surface here in many cases and sometimes a bit deeper. But have you done that to yourself? Have you sat down and have you picked every topic that comes to mind that you might see in the news or talk to your friends about? And instead of just kind of thinking, yeah, this is kind of sort of what I think, have you ever decided exactly what you think? When you decide exactly what you think and you know exactly what you think, people begin to understand that you know what you're talking about. And when you walk what you're talking about, you're walking your talk and people have respect for you. Have you ever done that? If you haven't done that, I'd suggest you do that. And I will tell you, most of the people that I work with on a regular basis that have not done that, they've never taken the time to say, how do I exactly feel about this? What's my opinion? I did that years ago before I got in this business. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, my God, I can't give anybody else any advice if I don't know how I feel on things. So I've made a lifelong mission of mine to always understand how I feel. Sadly, you guys are usually there when I'm trying to figure it out. Sorry about that. So this morning it was 7 a.m. and the usual gang had lined up. Call starts at 7. I was on the call at 6:55, and there were a bunch of folks there as well. And the conversation started immediately. There was no official start. We just started. Kind of how it is. Hey, how you doing? Boom, off and running, right? So we get settled in a little bit. Everybody gets their coffee, and we start talking a little bit. They all check in with me. They give me their retrospective section for the day before. We always do that. Whenever I get on a call with you, I'll always ask you, retrospectively, how'd yesterday go? How you doing? I said, I have a quote for you. I pulled this from Tim Ferriss's book, Tools of the Titans. I bought it as a coffee table book because it's one of those books I could just sit down and pick it up and flip through it, a big, thick book. He's interviewed a whole bunch of people, really smart people. And I pick it up and flip through it and find things I like. The other day on page 143, I picked up a quote that I liked a lot, and I wanted to share it with my group, and I thought I'd share it with you as well. Marcus Aurelius. Now, I'm into Stoicism. I'm not an expert in any way, but I kind of like it. I think if you know Stoicism and you know Scott, you can see that I'm into it. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, surly. Man, Scott, you're motivating the hell out of me today. That's so upbeat and positive. I know, man. Listen to those words. Meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Now, if you're being honest, he's like, man, that's right. That's old school wisdom. But I ran into that yesterday, huh? If it offends you a little bit, it's maybe time to look at the real world for what it is. There is good and there is evil. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They're like this. Why? Because they can't tell good from evil. because I have seen the beauty of the good and the ugliness of evil, and I have recognized that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own. Not the same blood or birth, but the same mind and possessing a share of the divine. And so none of them can hurt me. Marcus Aurelius. Let me read that to you in its context totally, just so you have it completely here. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They're like this because they can't tell good from evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil. I have recognized that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own, not of the same blood or birth, the same mind, and possessing a share of the divine. And so none of them can hurt me. Now, when I did this on the call this morning, there was a scary thing in terms of a group call with many, many people on the call. Dead silence. And sometimes that dead silence comes because people are making a note. They're writing down the exact quote or they're making a note about the quote. I don't know which one it was. Sometimes it's because they've been stunned into silence, and I think that's what's the case today. How could it be? This is upbeat and positive. We're supposed to learn how to deal with the world and happy and move forward and find a joyful nature and be content and all that cool stuff. But Scott, you're telling me they're meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Yeah, maybe. But I guess we all are a little bit, aren't we? And we can't hurt you. And that's the motivating part of it. You see the world for what it is. You see the good. You see the evil. It's there. It's on both sides. There is warfare going on both sides. When you see that, and when you understand that we're all the same, the power is taken away to harm you in any possible way, and now you can chart your path. And I hope it's a good one. I do. And I think it will be when you pay attention to yourself and how you roll. And when you do that, man, you could impact the world in ways you can't imagine if you're willing to walk that way. I don't know what to say. Well, let's leave it there. Why not? Okay. I want you to get out there today and just look at the world differently. Look for that good. And by the way, if you can, why don't you make it a little bit better? And I'll see you tomorrow right here on The Daily Boost.
Keep moving, gotta get